Well, hello everybody, I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular, and I have something fun for you all. Look at this. Look at these silver pieces right here. I got some generic, some regular buffaloes, right? This is the stuff that a lot of people love to grab a hold of because it's just so basic. But there's a simplicity and a beauty in that basicness of these silver rounds. First of all, it's a silver round. Right now, around the $30 mark for each one of these. So that feels kind of good to have these right here in your hand. I got 64 today, different silver rounds, actually some silver coins in there too. It's a nice Britannia. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it for the people. I'm gonna destroy every single one of these things, all 64. They're just getting destroyed. Why am I doing that? Let me tell you something right now. First of all, if you haven't seen me on Whatnot, you are really missing out. If you have never been on there, $15 off anything on the entire app, whether it's with me or anybody else, you are going to benefit by using the link down in the description of the video. There's no reason not to do it. I will say that on there, it's a good time, it's a safe time, it's a fun time, and there's some free giveaways. I am going to destroy these right here, and they are going to end up recreating themselves through me onto Whatnot. What am I doing? What are you talking about, Spegtacular? Well, I'm going to melt these down and I'm going to make some silver art. That's right, I'm making some hand-poured silver. These are going to be the last of my hand pours for the entire 2024. Obviously, we're in December, end of the year. I don't have a lot of time left. I better get on it. But all of these ounces right here are going to be recreated and turned into something that I would call art. Some other people would call it art. A lot of my pieces tend to do very, very well on the secondary market. I'm just going to say that. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but there are a lot of collectors of this stuff out there. And if I do ever see my stuff reappear on some kind of secondary market, they are gobbled up very quickly. And it's just because it's not because of me at all. It's because there's a huge collector base of that kind of stuff, of the art that comes from precious metals. And believe it or not, I know some of you guys are like, you don't want to believe it. You want to think that this stuff right here is all you need. The silver is silver. And hey, listen, more power to you. But for right now and for your entire life, silver art has been a big ticket item. So, go with the flow rather than try to, go against the waves. And it's just much easier to go with the flow, in my opinion. And that's been what I'm doing. But anyways, like I said, it's a good safe time over on Whatnot. I'd like to see you on there. But let's look through some of this stuff. Some of these right here actually might be things that I might not want to, melt. I don't know. Here's a Megudgery. I don't even say that. Queen of Peace. I think I've had these before. So just some like little silver art rounds. Some of these are just buffaloes. Here, for an example, is a spotty Britannia. Now, some of my places that I do business with, when you have silver rounds like this right here that are a little less than perfect, you end up getting a little less for them, believe it or not. And some of these things like the Britannias, they pretty much come spotted from the mint, it seems like. They are not in great condition almost right away. Some of the older maple leaves, as you know, suffer from that as well. This one right here, this 2003, does not look so bad. Yeah, the 2003 is okay. Some fingerprinting to it. It's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but when you sell this stuff, if you don't take care of your silver rounds, what's going to happen is it's going to be worth less for you, believe it or not. That's just the way it works typically. So I would highly recommend those people that made fun of me for, trying to get plastic tubes and stuff, for putting stuff into airtights. I would highly recommend thinking about trying to protect some of your things. Look at this. Happy holidays. Some of my least favorite silver right here is the stuff like this, is like the Christmas stuff and the happy birthday and the very, very limited special things that are only, kind of special for one very small moment of the year. Halloween tends to do kind of well, actually. Almost no matter when you get it, especially when it's like around Halloween time, you can really bank on that stuff if you are a reseller. But most of the other stuff, like I said, Christmas stuff, tends to not do that great. you know, as a reseller, and that's what I mean by that. I mean, if you're just stacking it to stack it, then who cares, right? Just still though, keep it in tip-top shape, because when you do go to resell this stuff, or if you have to sell at some point, or if your loved one, somebody's going to sell it at one point, you know, whoever does is going to need it to be in nice condition. You don't want them all beat up. You don't want them all like chipped away and nasty. And that's just, you know, the experience that I have. Also, I mentioned this in one of my last Whatnot shows, actually, and I'll go ahead and talk about it right now. If you are somebody who melts silver, if you like to, you know, maybe make some cool stuff out of your precious metals, you know, first of all, welcome to the club. It's a fun little family over here at the Precious Metals, you know, melters and artists, as we call each other. But I think that you'll find a lot more success if you are doing 4/9 fine silver as opposed to 3/9 fine silver. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal. It's just that one little 9, you know what I mean? But actually, when you're pouring silver, it just comes out much cleaner and just makes for a happier presentation. That's a really nice piece right there. I might actually end up offering that straight to Whatnot instead of melting it. It might not be 64 ounces. It might be a little bit less. So that's actually a pretty cool piece. I like that a lot. You know, I will say that if you are coming over to Whatnot, don't expect to see just hand-poured silver from me over there. It's all kinds of stuff. For instance, like silver rounds like this. I have just regular like bars if you're liking bars. It's all for a great price. Some numismatics. I get some stuff like some Morgan and Peace dollars. So there's things like that that you can find over there. Paper notes, some gold backs I'll have over there. Some fancier little like, you know, coins and rounds like these Libertads. All kinds of stuff. Junk silver. I mean, I got the stuff, ladies and gentlemen. I have fun with you all when I go on there, and I'm not going there empty-handed. I'm going there prepared, and then I'll be honest with you. As soon as I'm done, I'm stacking it right back up because I'm not a lover of selling. Some years ago, I used to tell people all the time. They used to say, "Hey, Spegtacular, are you selling any of that?" And I'd be like, "No, I don't sell anything." Well, I tended to kind of, you know, change my ways a little bit. You know, because of the fact that people were saying, you know, like, I trust you, you've been around for a while, I kind of wouldn't mind doing business with you. And so I almost had to do it out of, I don't want to say necessity, but almost like out of the community asking for it. So, you know, asking you shall receive. I know you didn't all ask. Some of you guys think I'm crazy for selling, you don't agree with it, whatever, but there was plenty of people asking for me to sell things. And so that's why I do it. And then when I do sell something, that money goes right back into getting more because I needs to get more, ladies and gentlemen. I needs to get more. I do stack this stuff. I'm just like you all. I'm not different as far as, you know, some of these people that might be on here, they're, you know, they're just sellers. And I've had those people on my channel before. And I've, you know, spoken to them. I said, "So what do you collect?" And they're like, "Actually, I don't collect anything. I just sell." And that's fine. We need those people, right? But I'm not really that person. I'm mostly a collector. I'm a stacker. I believe this is a wealth preservation for me and my family, for, you know, hopefully generations to come. That's the big plan, and that's why I do things. That's why I'm into this. Sometimes those right there, those little A-mark precious metals, are hard to just do away with. This is a very interesting one. So this is an A-mark precious metal. I just noticed it said copy on the back. Why would it say copy on the back, right? Is it because it is a design right there from an American coin, but the rest of it just says 1 ounce of silver? So I got these from a reputable source, but one thing I always do when I buy my precious metals is I double check everything. So just so you know, so I haven't had a chance to do that yet. Let's do that real quick. I usually have been doing that kind of in the background, but let's do it right now with the Sigma. So it is a 999 fine silver piece. Let's see if there's a reason for it to be a copy. I think it's just a copy of, you know, basically an old design, and they wrote copy on there, but they didn't do that across all of them. So there's another one right there, another A mark, and there is no copy on that one. So this one actually is fine. It's 3/9 pure. Oh shoot, I didn't show it. There it goes. But let me show this one real quick, which didn't have the copy on there. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually look both these pieces up, because some of those pieces They may have some variation, even though they're just silver rounds. Believe it or not, there is some extra value in them. So know what you have when you go and just get silver rounds. If you get like some basic buffaloes, it's probably not going to have too much of a resale value, but some of them have some varieties, and believe it or not, people pay ridiculous money for some of those varieties. So if you're a reseller, make sure you're looking into that stuff. And that's a perfect example right there, something I better go look into and just see if that is a variety within the A-Mark series. Some of those A-Mark pieces go for a lot. If you remember those like little ingot-shaped pieces that are A-Mark, those are super popular in the community, and they're very, very expensive. But anyways, I'm going to destroy most of this. I got to go get it done, so hope to see you on there. What are the pieces going to look like? Well, if you want to see what the pieces turn into, come see me on Whatnot. Actually, today, as of this video being released, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to have this stuff on there, so hopefully I see you. Spegtacular is out.
Well, hello everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular.
You know, when I was a kid, we did this every day in school, and I believe we need to bring this back a little bit, and I'm going to start right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.